Y'all really thought Bitcoin was dead, huh? It's going to zero. That's what they said. I don't know about that one. Looks like something big is coming. It's kind of funny too. We see this. Bitcoin's up 7% since Jane Street got busted. I don't know. Something smells fishy here. It's not me this time. So let's dump on into this. For the first time in 2 months, a full day of Bitcoin trading without a motivated seller taking out the entire bid stack in one trade to crush momentum. I don't know. What do you guys think? We talked about Jane Street yesterday. You pretty much had to be blocked from the internet not to hear about Jane Street yesterday. If you invest in crypto, you heard about Jane Street and what happened. And now, as soon as Jane Street pops up in the dialogue and is called out and they get sued, Bitcoin's up. On a weekly, doesn't look like much. But actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, those candles all with massive wicks, right at about 66, 67, nice. 67,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. I don't know. That looks like a lot of support right here. A lot of defending. And if we actually zoom out a little bit, wow, kind of just trading at this giant lump from February 2024 till October 2024, 8 solid months of this level being resistance. What are the chances this is actually turned into support now? And you look at a daily chart, decent sized candle, potentially a double bottom being put in here, defending that $60,000 level. Interesting, to say the least. Understatement, in fact. So a recap, Jane Street gets caught massively manipulating the crypto market and being the cause of the Terra Luna collapse. Jane Street insider leaks, they were forced to shut down the algos, and we did not get a 10 a.m. slam like we've been getting month after month. And we see a massive Bitcoin candle. It really was them all along, says Zach. Interesting. Jane Street, the Wall Street firm notoriously rumored to be behind Bitcoin's regular 10 a.m. dumpies, got sued for insider trading, and today, the 10 a.m. candle is a massive move up. Could it be that simple? I don't know. A lot of signs are pointing to that. The sell-side order book on Bitcoin USDD is completely flattened. Major sell walls have disappeared. For weeks, every time Bitcoin lost a key level, a block of 888 Bitcoin would suddenly appear on the ask, capping any attempts to reclaim that level. Now it's gone. If that price suppression was coming from Jane Street, it seems they're finished. Keep in mind, Jane Street is responsible for BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, so they have pretty big influence. So far, Bitcoin has been declared nearly 500 times, but it's wild that there's a leaderboard, and Schiff is number one, of course, Peter Sniff. If the math is right, if you invested $100 each time that Bitcoin was declared dead, you would have more money than you'd be able to spend pretty much $70 million. It's a lot. And over 400,000 Bitcoin were accumulated between 60 and 70,000 US dollars, signaling strong dip buying. So if we go back and look at a chart, right in this range here, all within this tiny little circle between 60 right here and 70 right here, over 400,000, nearly 500,000 Bitcoin were scooped up. Not sold, scooped up at cheaper prices. Price suppression can only last so long, right? And a deal, actually, before we go back and look at more tweets, we can look at this is a weekly chart. Look at this RSI. Look at this MACD. Man, oversold is an understatement. In fact, some of the most oversold levels that Bitcoin has ever seen. Fear and greed at levels, the highest we've ever seen. Is this a bad time to buy, or is this an amazing opportunity to buy? That's you know? That's the question. We also see this. This was originally posted by Superbro, who, like, a bunch of accounts posted it, so I posted it as well. 4-year cyclers, well, this is my tweet. 4-year cyclers are ignoring the fact that Bitcoin has always bottomed 23 months after its previous all-time high. We're now at 23 months. Is this bear market already over? And at some point, we will take out sub 60K, Killa says. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Don't be so sure. Maybe we will. A lot of people think we will. Bogdan even saying it can't be pumped anymore. Well, maybe if we get some manipulation out of the market, aka Jane Street, maybe it can pump. Who knows? Bitcoin therapist saying, I seriously cannot believe people aren't buying as much Bitcoin as possible at 67K. 67. How much lower do you think it can go? Fair value versus gold is already nearly $200,000. We've never been so undervalued compared to precious metals. Man. Bitcoin has hit production costs. People panic, and that marks the bottom. And this has happened every single time, according to Crypto Rand. And they're panicking again. Absolutely panicking. And as we've just said, Bitcoin is the most oversold that it's ever been. Crazy. At the very least, if you're one of these people calling for it to just dump another 10, 15, 20, 30%, ask yourself, how likely is that? Is this the time to be completely out of the market, or at least have some exposure, and in fact dumping back in? I just thought this was funny. You ask a Bitcoin bull why you should buy, and they don't even give you a reason anymore. They just look at you like that. Just please. And the only Bitcoin signal is 100% accurate, Crypto Goose says, is buy the fear, sell the greed. Fear has never been more apparent. It's, people are fearful right now. And again, looking back, we're right now just still above the 200-week moving average. But looking back, especially when we look at some of this momentum, where back here, the RSI was not, and the MACD were not, well, the RSI was as low. The MACD was not nearly as, look at the momentum of this, just straight dumpage since August, really. End of August, beginning of September, it's just been straight down only for the price of Bitcoin. And that can only last so long. Nothing dumps forever, just like nothing pumps forever. And you look at a chart like this, where currently we were down 52%. Currently we're down still 46% from all-time highs. So quickly, that's another key part here, is that we dumped so violently, so quickly. We saw the volume explode, which historically has marked bottoms as well. There's a lot of things that have marked that, hey, maybe the worst of this is over. As you can see, and we go to a daily chart again. What is this? This green candle today is about a 6% candle. Big, not really massive, right? We've seen, even a couple days ago, we saw a 20%. If anything, in my opinion, this is a really good sign that the bottom is in. This massive recovery candle after this massive sell-off from 73 to 62, $11,000 dump in a single daily candle, where we also got insane amounts of volume when we saw that happen. I'm not saying for sure the bottom is in, but this looks fantastic. This looks like a fantastic bottom. And more importantly, as we talked about with Jane Street, if they were really the ones suppressing the price and categorically with all of their intention, all of their resources in the Bitcoin markets devoted to basically doing the same thing, just dumping it at the most opportune times, very similar like they're being sued for doing to Terra and crashing UST. They seem to be pretty good at that, by the way, if that's what they're doing. But if they're removed from the algos, if they're not categorically just dumping every single time Bitcoin has the chance of maybe going up a little bit, if that is gone now, then there's a fundamental reason why Bitcoin could actually just start rising here. So we'll have to wait and see. We're only 2 days into this. They only got sued like 2 days ago. So extremely big though. And let's just say, again, looking at this weekly chart, and this is where you're starting to get bearish, I don't know.